We are here at Jupiter, Florida, Dye Preserve Golf Club with a major champion. We're here with Shane Lowry, episode 3 of Side Gig. What we do here at Side Gig, I caddy 9 holes for a pro. It's an off week. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna talk about golf, we're gonna talk about life, and hopefully have some fun in the process. So thank you for coming. Shane, opening statement.
Very excited to be here.
There we go.
So
Great opening statement. All right,
it's really great to have a good caddy.
Let's play some golf. That's right. That's right. So the driver, you were saying basically everything is left to right?
Well, not with driver. I play golf how I see it.
Yeah.
So if I stand on a hole and I see a shot, I just hit it. So if I see a draw down there, I go for it. If I get on a hole and I see a fade and I try to hit a draw down there, I struggle. So it's kind of, yeah, it's one of those, I play golf how I see it.
So you're not looking at a GPS packet of the golf course before and
No.
So dismissive with that laugh.
I find that if I think about it too much like that, I get caught up in it. It's like when I'm not playing, if I'm going through a bad run of form and I start practicing more, I start working really hard. It's like I start thinking about it too much and then put more pressure on myself. I actually saw a great thing online about John Ram. Do you see that?
2 days of no golf before?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the best.
Yeah.
That's the best thing ever, I think. Oh, it's a Sunday well spent brings a week of content.
Ooh.
Isn't it? It's like,
this guy's got proverbs.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like if I spend, I like to spend, if I'm going on the Monday, I always try and spend Sunday with my family.
Yeah.
You know, especially I have kids now.
But they can't travel as much now that you got a kid who's like in school.
Yeah. So.
Are your kids American citizens?
No. Hell no.
You feel happy about
it's
that?
funny, I had to go to Home Depot the other day to get something, and my 6-year-old.
That makes you American.
My 6-year-old was with me, and she picks up this American flag and starts waving it, and I'm like, put that down.
333 to that bunker on the left.
333. That's like, it's like you're taking a piss out of the Irish here. 333.
Why?
Did you ever see the way we say our trees?
Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, 230. I remember that was a big thing with Patty last year throughout the whole Ryder Cup cycle. Hey, yeah, I thought the boys, 330. How was that? Was that good?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
So par 5 downwind, we just said tree to the bunker on the left. So it's probably that middle one, right?
That middle one looks good, yeah.
Cool. You talked about liking to see the shot. What shot do you see here?
I see just like kind of a high, kind of drawy one. Like it's not going to move too much, but kind of start just at the right side of that bunker. And
I love it. Let's play some golf today. Yeah, good shot. We're off.
That's good.
That was a good one right there. A little tumbly draw.
It wasn't like my best, but it was.
It's a good miss.
All right. Haven't walked a golf course in Florida in like. We don't walk in Florida.
I know. That's what Keegan was saying. He was like, you got me walking on my off week.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm carrying the bag. Because you were telling me you're going on a golf trip with your boys.
I play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
I love playing golf.
Yeah.
I like going playing golf with like friends, even people like I'll play with like members of clubs down here.
Yeah.
It's how I practice.
You don't like to go
I
on
hate
the
standing on the range. Like you can see there, I was warming up. I get bored after like 10 minutes.
So how far in advance of a tee time will you arrive to the golf course? Because you were on the range for like 10 minutes there.
If I'm playing just down here?
No, if you were like in a tournament.
A tournament, I'm like 40 minutes. I'm on the putting green like, I get to the putting green like 45 to 50 minutes before my round.
So you'll putt.
I'll hit some long putts, get the speed of the greens. I'll go then, I'll hit some balls, and then I'll go back and I'll hit some short middle range putts. I'm always standing on the putting green 10 minutes before my tee time waiting to go to the tee. I'm not doing much today. I've got to pack my bag for 5 weeks on the road, but other than that.
5 weeks?
Yeah.
That's got to be harder now with kids.
Well, it's okay. It's hard to leave the kids. My 2-year-old, she doesn't really understand, but my 6-year-old, yeah, she hates it.
Will you bring her over like to the
No.
Ryder Cup or not even to the?
No.
She's not into it?
No, like, but it's just, the Ryder Cup is not a week for kids.
It's just too loud. They're going to say mean things about you.
I mean, I've only played one, but like, you barely see your wife that week. Because you're so busy all day, and then the women are off doing their own thing, and you see your wives in the team room in the evening. It's like, it's the best week ever. You barely see your wife.
You get to be with the boys. You have an excuse.
It's like a week with your friends.
Yeah.
Like
you're like, oh, I got to go to the team room. I'm sorry.
We're playing Preferred Lives, right?
Oh, lift, clean, and sheet. Yep.
I thought you had a dry towel. I thought we had a error first.
No. It's wet.
Yeah.
Just in spots. Listen.
No, when your caddy has a dry towel and you see him spitting on your ball, it's like, come on, man.
269 flag, it looks like, and it's 230 to carry on that side. But I'm thinking you're just going right at the gut, right? The right center of the green.
A lot of wind there as well, isn't there?
Helping off the right.
Part of me is like, it looks like it's about 245 front or something.
Yeah, so it's I shot the lip of that bunker is 230.
Okay.
So I think it's probably what, 235, 240 front edge.
Yeah.
Four
So
iron.
I'm thinking I have a 3 iron. And
This is
there's
something-
there's actually way more, we're after turning angles, so way more wind out of the right here. So I'm going to flight a 3 iron just up the right side of the green.
And this is something I've noticed from caddying guys. It's like long is just basically dead everywhere when you guys
Yeah.
play on tour.
Yeah, like now you're just looking at front edge. Even if I'm just short of the green, it should be a straightforward up and
I
down.
know that-
If I miss the green here, I can get it up and down for a birdie, and
Yeah.
if I don't, it's a par. Whereas with par 4, there's a little bit more pressure in the shot.
Yeah, even though it doesn't actually matter.
It shouldn't, but
Par
it
is a
does.
social construct.
That's the most I've ever talked about a shot. Feel like Phil and Bones back in the day.
Let's reset.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we
You
go.
got the club? Definitely flighted it. It's gonna flirt with that bunker.
Go. Oh,
Think it cleared the first one?
remember we said like long is dead?
You think it's
It's
long?
like long left.
Okay.
It got a bad bounce actually.
We're gonna flash that
Wasn't a
short
bad
game.
shot.
Wasn't a bad shot. We're gonna flash that short game. Do you feel like your approach play this year has been up to standard?
No, I feel like, well, over the last few months, and it's funny, my season's just been so weird. I have a lot of excuses. I'm
Yeah.
a pro golfer, so a
I'm-
lot of excuses.
I'm-
but
I'm
no,
wanna
but
hear all
I
of
had,
them.
I had a, you know, up through the Masters, I was playing probably the golf of my life. The tee to
Really?
green, yeah. And the week of the Masters, and I literally couldn't get the ball in the hole. Like, my putting was horrific.
Yeah.
Really bad. It was like, it was tough. Like because I think like at the Masters, I was like top 3 tee to green for the week, finished 12th. Like, hole a few more putts and you have a chance to win the Masters. And I was devastated after that because I knew, I mean, how many fucking chances are you going to get to win the Masters?
So that's interesting because like you expect to hear that from guys in second, third, fourth. It's funny to hear you finished 12th, but you're like, you know the standard.
I
it
also
takes.
was standing on 15 that day. I think I was 4 or 5 back.
Right.
And I went for a big hook 3 iron around the tree, hit it in the water, met double, bogeyed 17. So I had a really bad finish.
Okay, so you're up.
So my thing was, I could have, not that could have, should have, would have, could have, but I was there playing to try and win or try and finish as high as I could, and I probably could have finished better.
Could have used those FedEx Cup points
Well,
in the end.
I could. That's what I was thinking. If I lay up there on 15 and make a par or birdie and par in, you finish 6th or 7th.
Do you feel like earlier in your career you might have done that?
No, I've always been wanting to go for it.
Not, even when you were like,
How many more chances am I going to be standing on 15 at Augusta, like 4 back? In my head, I'm thinking Charles Schwartzel. I mean, turns out like I lost by quite a few, but it's like, you know, you're going around the back 9 on Sunday at Augusta and you're like, we've got chances here, you know?
you think it's different than every other event, like that feeling?
So the last 2 years, so I finished 3rd the year before.
Yeah.
And like the last 2 years, even though Scotty won by quite a few, it was a good shot.
There's nothing
Pin high.
long about that.
I thought, look, I haven't played here.
It's called
in
good
years.
caddying.
Yeah, pin
I
high.
told
down.
you, 229, we had some room.
And then since May, my putting has become quite good.
Yeah.
And
Oh no. What is this rubber band?
no, that's just from my gloves are coming there.
You don't aim point, I'm guessing?
No,
That was a quick no.
I don't think 8 point is very good.
It's funny that you say that because the last one we did of these with Keegan, he's like Mr. Aim Point. He said he goes full tournaments without crouching.
I mean, I'd like to do that because I'm getting older, but
It sounds kind of nice, right?
I take the flag out for every putt as well.
Even if it's off the green, 80 feet.
Yeah.
Really?
If I can't see it, I get my caddy to tend it. I don't like the flag in. I'm
Okay.
like Fitzy.
It's actually a pretty good look. It's just kind of up the hill, pretty flat.
Bit of grain. Right now, I haven't hit a putt today, so I'm thinking if I just 2 putt, I'll be happy enough. Decent.
Very good.
We're under par.
Well, I want to see that one hit the
We
bottom.
are
first.
under par.
I want to see that one hit the bottom. Is that good in the Ryder Cup or is that fringe?
Depends who I'm playing.
Depends what hole it is.
I'm at a stage in my career now where I feel like I can get my game to a place where I can show up on big weeks.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, so the major's been pretty solid.
for the few years I've been pretty solid in majors. Like I missed a cut at the Open, but I mean you're always going to have the odd week. But
Right.
mostly majors over the last 3-4 years I've been pretty solid.
That's something that you've like figured out mindset-wise, or?
Yeah, it's something that, you know, I think I just love them so much, and I love the build-up. My favourite week of the year is the week before the Masters, because I'm down here, I'm prepping for the Masters. It's like so big, and it's almost like I need to get that into like normal weeks as well,
Yeah.
because I get to a normal week and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
you know, but there's still a lot to play for.
There's a lot to play for. There's more to play for in a lot of those weeks, but money's not really.
Money doesn't drive me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, without sounding like, you know, Victor put it great the other day, didn't he? I mean, he won 21 million in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But like, you know, what drives you is kind of, I think, the thing is, if you play well, it all takes care of itself.
Right.
I'm doing all right, like, you know what I mean?
You got enough logos on there.
Looks like a short hole.
307 to that bunker on the left.
So see them trees right of the fairway, just the small ones, laser those and see how far they are. They look like about 300 away or something.
Oh, like where the bushes are?
Yeah.
307, 306.
Yeah,
I feel like it's still driver with the wind.
I'll hit like a little low driver here.
Sexy shot right into a gust. Sit down. Sit down. Yeah, it should be
Okay.
short. Good
Not
shot.
great, but
Blowing pretty good now.
yeah, so that's why I hit that shot, because that wasn't a great shot, but it's still on the fairway.
Yeah. So you said it was kind of a weird year, just trying to like
Yeah, so
play all the designated, play in
yeah,
Europe.
I played a few events that I normally wouldn't play, and then I played a bit more golf than I normally would play, so I didn't have the weeks at home that I normally have, and it's just kind of one of those years where, yeah, disappointing. I didn't play the schedule I wanted to play,
Yeah.
and that's what pissed me off.
Well, next year nothing is mandatory.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to be in the, well, I need to get back in the top 30 in the world
Right.
to be in the designated events, but to be honest, the way I am, I'm just going to play the tournaments I want. I'm in all the majors, I'm in the players.
Right. You're in all the majors for another what?
No, just next year.
Just next year.
Yeah, I'm obviously in the Open till I'm 60. Do
That's nice.
you think I'll still be playing when I'm
I
60?
was going to ask you, how do you feel like you're going to be a senior tour killer, or you think you're going
I
to?
was talking to Harrington about this last week.
Because he's a senior tour killer.
I said to Harrington, I said, I reckon me and you are going to retire at the same time.
That was a good drive.
This is going to be tricky today,
It's
by
gonna
the
be
way.
tricky. We're gonna have to get stuck in, as you guys would say.
This is like one of those days where you just want to keep making pars and then
Well, we've already
birdie.
stole a birdie. 130 the flag. So I would think that pitching wedge goes what, like 145, 140.
I hit my pitching wedge 140.
So is this a little chippy 9?
I have an 8 iron here.
Hey, we're getting crafty. You're gonna hit this like a little chipper.
I feel like if I hit 9, it's going to balloon up and go like 120.
So when you're doing this with your normal caddy, what's his name?
It's all down to me. It's all me. It's all Phil. Darren.
So he just gives you a raw number.
We'll have a number and I'll give it I'm guesstimating, right, that this is what, we 130?
Yeah, 129.
Probably playing 55.
Okay.
But I hit my 9 iron 55, but that's a full 9 iron and that'll balloon.
So you're just feeling this out.
Yeah. I do feel like this could be a little much. If I was in a tournament, I'd definitely hit 9 iron here. Should I hit 9 iron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's play like we're in a tournament.
Because I don't want to, I wouldn't want to hit it over the green, you know.
That's what we're talking about. Long as
20 feet short is okay. Flight it in there right of it.
It's definitely spinning.
That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
shot. Pin high. Will you do anything different to try and take a little spin off?
Yeah, I just nudge it back in my stance. Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
I like this today because you said you like to work the ball, and on days with 20
gonna
mile an hour
have to.
winds, you're going to have to. I know it's a stereotype, but growing up in Ireland, I feel like a lot of these American kids these days, they go up with all the launch monitors and they have their numbers and everything's kind of painted.
But I think the whole world of golf is launch monitors and hit it as hard as you can now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the new,
You've noticed the difference since you turned pro?
yeah. Like the new 170 ball speed is 180. Every kid is
170 is nothing.
Every kid is 180 now.
Have you gotten faster?
A little bit. So I was kind of 170-ish. Like I'm like mid to high 170s now. I'm like mid 170s when I'm just driving a.
But when you turned pro, it's probably like more around 170.
Oh, I was like I had like a.
And is that just all due to equipment, or do you think you've worked on it, or?
I mean, I work out a bit. Definitely something to do with equipment.
Yeah.
100% it definitely has something to do with it. But I also think it's the way we play the game now. We hit it harder.
Because you're not as worried about the
I
offline ones?
grew up in the 2000s playing golf, and all you want to do is hit fairways and greens.
Right.
Whereas now, all you want to do is hit as hard as you can, go and find it and hit it again.
You had the caddy who looked like you for a while.
Oh yeah, 4 years.
Just a breakup, just need a change?
Yeah.
Is that it's got to be always tricky?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, especially when you're successsorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like obviously won the Open, did well.
And you guys looked alike.
Am I going to keep getting the flag, or are you going to get it, or?
Sorry, I'm used to guys who like to flag me. My bad.
But it was actually the one thing. So we finished in 2018. I obviously won the Open in 2019. I felt bad for him after I won the Open,
Yeah.
because I just thought, you know, he had been with me through everything, like, and he is so good to me. Like, as in, I learned a lot from him growing up, you know.
He was already like an established caddy.
Yeah, and I think it's a big thing when a kid turns pro, he should have an older caddy that like has been out there for years. I think I need to just miss this because it's kind of wind and grain and.
You're gonna go outside of it.
Yeah. Got a gust. Oh! I just got a gust as I was pulling it back.
feel like wind affects putting more than people might realize.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing to do in the wind is putt.
Really?
Yeah, especially if you have like you know, tricky short putts with a lot of wind and it's gusting. Yeah, so it's kind of that's the
All right,
hardest part.
that's a good part.
Right, this is fucking long hole.
This is hard.
530 today, par 5. I'm assuming.
340 to that bunker. It looks like it gets kind of narrowy on the right side.
Sorry, is this a 6th hole?
Is over there.
Did we play the wrong hole there? It must be over there then.
Think so? Why, does it say 6?
That's the 6th. Okay, let's go. Tim got it.
I've never seen the golf course either, okay? To be fair.
That's
They
funny.
should have a sign. I guess he's,
I guess nobody
does that.
nobody walks around here.
Yeah. That's your second walking comment.
No, I like walking. So I love playing Seminole down here because you walk at Seminole.
Yeah. You remember down there?
No, I wish.
One day, another open. Maybe you win the Masters.
Oh man, imagine if I won the Masters.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, Zach Johnson. That's what I said. I always say that to Zach Johnson. I said, Zach,
Open.
this is
and
the 3rd hole then. Are we on the right hole? I thought we were playing the back 9.
No, we were playing. He pivoted us to the front.
Okay.
You thought we were just totally in the wrong
I
spot.
was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, Zach Johnson won the Open at St. Andrews and the
Masters. Like, what more do you want? As long as he doesn't win the Ryder Cup as captain, I'm happy enough.
159, pumping straight downwind.
Pumping.
You like wedge?
So I hit my gap wedge 130.
You think you got 20 yards of wind here?
Yeah, easy. Like if sometimes if you hit it and it doesn't get up in the air, the wind knocks it down.
So you got to make sure.
So if you don't hit
it
it with enough spin, so if you take a wedge and try and hit it soft, it'll just knock it down.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. So when you're going downwind, you'd rather hit something kind of hard if you need the extra yardage.
Yeah.
To get it up.
We need 30 yards of wind for this though.
It's 150 to carry the like on the rake.
I should be able to do that.
Did you get it?
That's short. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. No, it's not.
That wind is strong,
We're
isn't
playing
it?
some
I shouldn't
golf
have said
today.
anything,
No.
should I?
So 50 degree hit that one like probably 152 in the air.
Yeah, I figured I could pitch at 151 or 2. Yeah.
Have you had the same wedge setup always?
Yeah. I put in an extra wedge, like a 56 degree, and went to a 60 lob wedge back in like 2016 or so.
Okay.
And I found my wedge play got worse because every time I had a shot, I just hit a full wedge.
Uh-huh.
And so it took away like all my feel. So if I had like, I used to hit my 56 112 yards, but if I had 115, I would always try and hit the 56 hard.
Yeah.
Instead of just hitting my little gap wedge.
I think it was Adrian who was explaining this to me from TaylorMade that like, you guys have so much yardage to cover, like at the top end.
Yeah.
So if you put another
Yeah.
wedge in there, you don't want to give up. You don't want to have someone go 230 and then 270.
See, I love my setup up the bag. I've got like a 5-wood that I love. I've got a 3-iron that I love. If I go for an extra wedge, I'll probably have to take out the 5-wood and the 3-iron and put in like a 7-wood.
So it'd be 2 changes.
Yeah. And also I don't like hitting like a lofted wood in the air. It's like, ooh.
Too much spin.
Yeah.
It's a chance to steal one here.
Yeah, because if we hold this, we're like 2 under through 3. In this weather, that's pretty good.
So what's your process for reading greens? Is there like a you go
I
behind it?
always walk here, bend down, read it, and just walk. Kind of like walk around, have a look at what's going on.
And will Darren step in or not really?
Never, no,
Never.
never.
He's zero times this year.
He's only been caddying for me since January, but he's never read a putt for me. Without sounding bad, like caddies are like he's like a 10 handicapper.
Yeah.
I should be able to read greens myself.
He's just a vibes guy out there.
Yeah, it's funny when I was looking for a new caddy at the start of the year. That's the type of questions I was asking myself. What do I need in a caddy? Because sometimes you feel like you need a lot more than what you actually do need. Right. Yeah, and I need like a good guy, good companion out there, someone who's going to get you up when you're down, and someone who's going to not be too emotional when things are going well as well. So yeah,
it's more about personality for you than X's and
no,
O's.
don't get me wrong. Darren's a good caddy as well. So.
Yeah.
He's been around for years. So. It might just sneak left at the end, but with how much it's downwind, pulled it. It went in.
Right in the heart.
I feel like, when someone's like the camera's right behind you and you're putting, you feel like you're under pressure to make a good stroke.
Yeah, listen, welcome to YouTube Golf, man.
Yes.
It's not as easy as it looks. I heard a story that they saw you like with the trophy, like stumbling in the streets of Dublin.
Nah.
Fake news.
Fake news. A lot of fake news with me.
People like to make you out to be this like crazy drinker,
yeah.
like a degenerate.
Yeah.
Are you?
No. He can't be. This
Can be in
level.
certain spots.
I mean, I go like I'm going on a golf trip with my friends this weekend, and I'll have like a few pints every day.
Right.
But like, I won't be falling around the place, or I won't be like never drink the week of a tournament, ever.
Not a single beer.
No.
I shot the middle of those trees and it's 220, so it's gonna.
Oh, really?
The driver
Okay.
would have to go pretty far right. I'll shoot the end of the trees on the left.
So see where that
Bunker is.
is there like a pine straw or whatever? Whatever.
That's 287.
Right. So I see a shot here that I'd like to hit.
I kind of think that shot you hit on 2.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Slippage.
Got it. Lovely. Yes.
You're an athlete.
Look at that.
That was a
That
slip.
was nice.
That was a proper
That
slip.
was a proper slip.
You don't wear spikes?
No.
Never?
I don't like people who wear spikes.
Messes up the greens too much?
I don't think you need to wear spikes. I know I slipped a bit there, but
Well, I was gonna say now's
not
probably
that I
not
don't.
the
Sorry,
right time to say you
I
don't need
don't. I
spikes.
don't like. Not that I don't like people who wear spikes, but I don't think you need to wear spikes.
Yeah, I'm like kind of weird sensory. Like
Okay.
certain things like make me like want to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah, and that's one of them.
The sound of like Tiger Woods walking out of a porta potty onto a cart path will haunt my dreams forever. You have any good battles with Tiger? Did you guys ever?
I played. You know what? So I was telling you about the Masters. The last 2 years, I've played like pretty well. Finished
Yeah.
3rd and 12th, and felt like I was there a lot of the week for both of them. I played with Tiger in the COVID Masters.
2020.
2020 in November.
I was there, yeah. It was
For-
soft.
Yeah, for 3 rounds I played with him. And I learned so much off him about Augusta.
Yeah.
Like just the way he played the golf course.
It's so funny that you say that because I feel like people hear that. You need to learn your way around and it kind of sounds like BS.
No, but it actually is. And I thought at the start when I was going to Augusta, people were going, are you going to go play there before? And I'm like, no, I'll be fine. It's just another golf course.
Yeah.
It's not really. There's like 5 or 6 shots at Augusta that if you play them well, you have a great chance of shooting good scores. I mean, Jack says to me, he says, Shane, just don't hit it in the water.
Yeah.
Miss the green right.
You
You
got all
can
the
get
room
it
in
up and
the
down.
world. Yeah.
And like, it makes so much sense. And 12 the same. Just hit it in the middle of the green.
Yeah.
At worst, you're going to make a 4. You can deal with that. You can birdie 13 or 15.
Have you ever hit it in the water on 12?
Oh yeah, loads.
Okay.
I remember my first, but that was my first, I think my first 3 Masters, I hit the green once on the 12th.
Okay.
Like,
So you were
so-
struggling.
But yeah,
So you went to Jack and said, help me. 108.
I expected us to have shorter in here.
Well, it was 3, yeah, that drive went 257. I thought
108.
you're not concerned with numbers.
One away off a little upslope into
Off
the
a
wind.
little upslope, back pin into the wind, little chippy pitching wedge.
Yeah.
You gonna take some spin off or just kind of normal?
No, spin off. This is going to come in low, hopefully.
Good shot. Very, very similar to.
Got ahead of it a little bit, but
You're very rotational. I feel like you more than most guys look like you're hitting it with your chest.
really,
That's my armchair swing analysis.
thank you.
Is that fair? I mean, I
Well,
feel
that
like,
means that actually is good to hear.
yeah,
I feel like I've been a lot of arms lately.
Yeah.
So that's like.
that was a good move there. It almost
to be fair, I hit more balls the last 2 days than I have done in a while
yeah,
because I want. There you go. I get it.
it's going in here.
I get
It's going in here. Would you have felt that early in the tournament and tried to make adjustments, or do you not feel comfortable messing with it? in the
No, I
tournament?
feel hard in a tournament because I get, So when I'm playing a tournament, I like obviously like feeling comfortable, but because I like feeling comfortable because I like playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't like going out there and having to swing the club, if you know
Right.
what I mean.
So you're not
So like I'm not out there trying to make perfect swings. I'm just out there trying to hit shots.
All right.
We've got another good look here.
successfully took the spin off
Yeah.
because that thing's right in its mark.
Dan, we've had a lot of pin high this week.
Yeah, you've been striking it well.
We might get a job out of this.
I'm expensive.
I was going to say that.
I'm
I
very
feel like you're
expensive.
probably more expensive.
Whatever
than I
you're
can
paying
afford.
Darren, you'd have to double it. Another one's
This
gonna break
moves a
off
lot.
the right. Yeah.
And a lot at the end.
It almost has to go in at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Break. Hit a good putt.
Yeah, good, decent putt. Is this given now?
We're practicing for the Ryder Cup, buddy. I don't want you begging.
JT ain't giving me that
JT's
one.
not giving you that one. I don't want you begging for putts. I'm just trying to prepare you.
If I'm worried about that one, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you shouldn't be at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. Oh, look like we drivable hole here.
It is a drivable hole.
Ooh.
295, downwind off the right.
Looks like there's a lot of water up
Looks
there.
like there's a lot of water up there. So I'm gonna shoot, to clear is 278. Flag is 292. If I was just gonna suggest, it feels like 3-wood, just a good hard 3-wood.
I hit my 3-wood long.
So you'd rather hit the 5-wood?
I think, what's it to carry on the flag?
276.
I feel like 5-wood does that.
Okay. This goes like 265?
No, this is like a 255 club.
Okay.
I don't tee it up my woods actually.
You and Henrik.
Yeah. No, never. I don't like, I feel like when I tee it up with a wood, I kind of get underneath it a little bit.
Okay. So you wanna
So
feel
it
like
helps me
you're
like,
hitting
yeah.
down on it almost.
Yeah. Right, we need to keep this right because this is like...
This feels like one where if you don't get it up in the air, it could
Yeah,
get
so
knocked down.
I'm trying to hit this like short right of the green.
So kind of over the right side of that little pot bunker? Yep. Okay.
Oh, and he bailed out.
It's coming back
Good
though.
thing I bailed out, Dan, because I didn't hit that well at all.
I think it's a fine
I think
result.
that's a good miss.
Yeah.
See, that was like right in between. I needed to like...
Is that the miss with these woods? Is kind of like that little bailout right?
Yeah.
That's a
So
decent miss.
I hate seeing a left.
Yeah.
So I like my miss being right. So if your miss is right, you can deal with that.
So you're 36 now, which we were looking at it earlier. The boys were surprised. They didn't think
thought I was older.
No, they thought you were younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Do you feel like
Everyone thinks I'm older. I don't know what it is.
do you feel like a grizzled vet these days?
Yeah. I actually don't. You know, I was only talking to Rory about this yesterday. I'm the second oldest on the Ryder Cup team this year.
Yeah.
Rory's the third oldest.
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy's the third
Well,
oldest.
golf's getting younger, man.
Like, I still think Rory's a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is my 15th season on the European Tour.
Is it hard to hear?
I mean, it's a long time. It's a long career, isn't it, in sport? And I'm like, if I was in any other sport in the world,
Yeah.
I would be retiring right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I feel like I've got, in my mind, I feel like I have 10 years.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about the Ryder Cups in Ireland in 27.
That's a huge goal of mine going forward. Like, I think we could be in trouble up here now.
You think it's in that bunker?
No, I think it's over.
You could retire and probably be captain.
I'm too young for captain now, aren't I?
You know,
40, never
new
been a 40
leadership style, you know.
40-year-old captain.
How old's Luke? What, 40?
44 is he?
44. You know, he's a Northwestern graduate.
Yeah.
One of my own.
Oh, you're not, oh, sure, yeah, you and Fitzy.
Yeah, that's right.
Fitzy was there for about 2 days.
I graduated.
Fitzy was there for 2 days and he carries the head cover everywhere.
Did you consider going? It wasn't really as much of a thing, but now it
So
feels like
no,
all the
when
top
I
of your
was
team-
when I was 18, I wasn't very good. 17, 18. So 16, 17 was like a 4 handicap.
Really?
And then
Did you start playing when you were young?
I got to scratch when I was 16 it was probably 4, when I was 17 I probably got to scratch, which our handicap system was different in Ireland, which, you know, scratch was a good player.
I would
I
say
played
you don't
for-
want to play against a UK 3 handicap.
No.
Because they're like a US +1.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Anyways, let's go. I like your confidence here taking out the putter.
Yeah, I mean, you're a professional golfer. You play this like a bunker shot, or are you going to try and pick it?
No, I'm going to back foot it like and kind of hood the face a little bit and just make sure I get ball first. Like, there's a lot of grain in, so I should stop pretty quick. Oh, no.
Little chunky.
Like myself, Dan. A little chunky. You don't want to bogey holes like this.
No. You can tip this in. Very
There we
nice. So you gave that some speed at the bottom.
Yeah, I had to. So because there's grain there, it's almost like that chip. Like, that was really bad out of hard pan. Not that I would never hit that in a tournament, but the reason I was playing it like trying to hit ball first is because worst case you'll hit it to 20 feet. You know what I mean? I should be able to hit that to 20 feet if I hit it too hard. And even there the same. You just have to make sure you get ball first when it's grainy.
So what would you do in a tournament then?
There, I was fucking around. Like, I would never duff it there. I'd always hit ball first.
Okay, you're just saying you'd hit a better shot.
I would hit a better shot.
Okay.
Would you give me this in the Ryder Cup?
No, not after the chunk. Very nice. Good save. So I didn't realize your dad was a pro athlete.
Not a pro.
Not a pro.
So it's not professional, that sport.
He's got a Wikipedia page. I feel like that's pro.
No, so the game they play, so we've got sport in Ireland called Gaelic football and hurling. He played football, which is kind of a hard game it's kind of a mix between,
Rugby.
it's a mix between rugby and soccer. That's probably the best way to put it. I started getting into golf in like about 2000, 99, 2000. In 97, they built a golf course like 5 miles from my house.
Okay.
And that's where I grew up. And I said to my dad one day, I want to go play golf.
You were
And I loved it, fell in love with it.
there wasn't like an uncle, or it was just by yourself? You just...
Pretty much by myself, yeah. Some of my uncles played, but like not many of them would have brought me out to play.
All right, we already know this hole because we tried to play it. So
At that bunker.
At that bunker, yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
shoot those trees?
Laser those trees in the right?
Yeah. 258.
I feel like we're not reaching that today into this wind.
It's really blowing.
This is what it feels like when you play the Honda Classic down here.
Yeah.
It's like perfect weather all year, and then you play the Honda Classic and it's like this.
You like that event though. You've played well there.
I have, yeah.
That same low one?
That same shot, Dan.
Oh. Hang on. It should be right rough probably.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Be a long hole from there though.
Feel like Florida's home now.
Oh.
Is that a tough one? You still have a place in Ireland?
Yeah. So my wife just spent 10 weeks there in the summer.
With the kids?
Yeah, with the kids, and we'll spend a month in December. It's hard to call Florida home and Ireland still home.
Yeah.
Especially if you're asking me on a YouTube channel.
He's off camera, he's like, you want to go to Publix? We'll grill out in the back. Are you much more famous in Ireland? Or I guess this is kind of a big golf area.
Yeah, you get recognised here, but yeah, back in Ireland I would, get recognised a lot.
Like after the Open and stuff?
Yeah, especially after the Open, it changes a lot. You become obviously more financially secure and everything, so it's great.
Just call the sponsors and say, hey, that rate's gonna be moving up a little bit.
I hit the jackpot. All my deals are up in 2019.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't realize that. A lot of it's timing.
I almost did it in 2016. I finished second at the US Open to DJ.
Oakland.
Yeah, I had a 4-shot lead going into Sunday.
Yeah. Play shit that day?
That still pisses me off. That course is hard. I arrived there the Sunday before and I went out to play a few holes. I walked in after 5 holes because it was so hard.
You're just like, this is
I said to my coach that evening, I said, how am I going to play this place? And then I was 7 under after 3 rounds and leading by 4.
It was you and Andrew Landry were up there, right?
We were final group.
I remember that. Another good break here, Shano.
We're getting very lucky on this Wednesday morning.
You're gonna try and pick it and hit it above here, or you're gonna go right?
No, over them.
Oh, let's get fancy. Think it's far enough?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Shaq, if you had won that week, you'd be US Open champion.
I know.
You'd be halfway to the Slam.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Imagine me winning the Grand Slam. I probably learned a lot for myself that week and that day that maybe I wouldn't have won in Port Rush if I'd have won that.
Yeah.
I'll take Port Rush over it.
Was that just like the most magic? I mean, I wasn't there.
When people ask me about it, I'm like, right, the best way I can put it to you is when I finish my career, whenever I'm finished in however many years, and you sit down at the end of it, and you pick out all the tournaments I've ever played in, and you pick one that you want to win. Yeah. That was it.
Right. The Open.
I got to win it by 6.
Yeah.
You know.
You got to enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
All right, 116. That looks like a front pin. You thinking of maybe like a chippy 9?
See, you're only what hole are we on? 6? 6 holes in, and you're getting me already.
I'm dialed. Wind got kind of quiet.
That's long, isn't it?
Come on, Wind. I don't know. Looked like it was falling kind of softly.
It was a nice shot, though.
Good swing. So I'm interested that you said you only got to scratch when you were 17, so you made a lot of leaps late.
I called up the golfing union myself, and I was like, can I please play the Irish Open? Like, I've never played it.
You had to beg for the invite.
Yeah, and then I went and I played and I won.
Was that hard to forego that check?
No.
No? You knew there was stuff coming.
I might not be here, Dan. I wouldn't say I had like €500 on my account that
week?
When I won that.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody had to get me 500 grand the following day or the following week,
Straight
I might
to
not
Vegas.
be here now.
Straight to
I
Vegas.
might not be here. Are we going to put with the flag in on this hole?
No, I was just looking at it for depth perception.
He got like 2 pins, I think.
Excuse me, I'm actually reading the putt.
No, don't do aim point. No.
I tried to do it with Keegan, and he's like, which weight do you feel the foot in? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, this is 50%.
Yeah.
I go, right. He goes, nope, left. And I was like, okay, that's it for me, an aim point. He said that he thinks that in 10 years, like no one, because they're teaching them all aim
I seen that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
No.
Hit it.
Shane, come on, man. Don't be leaving them short.
We're still 2 under in this wind.
2 under through 6?
Yeah.
6 holes. It's going quite quick, isn't it?
It's a pretty
Time
good
flies.
series.
Time flies when you're having fun.
$190 from here, so my math says 188. Are you yards? There's no
Yards,
meters
yeah,
going
yards.
on? Always?
Yeah, UK and Ireland are yards. The rest of Europe's meters.
You think five's getting there no problem? You
Yeah,
want the
no
win?
problem, yeah.
How far does it go? Like 205?
Oh, 210.
210.
210, 212, so.
Good swing.
Oh, I ballooned it.
What do you mean?
Go.
You think it's short?
Yeah. No. God, yeah.
You're way off.
I am, aren't I?
Just way off.
I thought I dug it in the ground.
It's a good
It's
shot.
actually like pin high.
Gonna go left at the hole, yeah?
They've got some nice pins out there. Do you think it goes left of the hole?
You don't think so?
I think it straightens out.
I think that hill on the right might push it.
Yeah. It's why I do not let caddies read my putt, folks.
You didn't get it to the hole.
I know, but it was going. It was going right.
What do you mean? How do you know? How do you know? You literally didn't get it to the hole.
It was going right.
Fake news. Fake news. All right, I'm done reading shit. You guys are just pampered fucks. Shout
We
out
are.
Patrick Cantlay.
We actually are, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Popped it in there. Usually hit him with a little bit of pace like that.
Yeah, I like to. Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, I don't like when I'm putting well. That's why I hit them with a bit more freedom, you know.
All right, so the trees over the bunker on the left are 250, and then it gets longer on the right.
I feel like this is a tight driving hole.
I feel like it might be 3-wood up the middle.
No,
Okay.
I prefer hitting driver.
Over 3-wood.
Yeah.
Even when it's like tight and
Yeah.
you'll just take a little off it.
Yeah, I like. There's a bit of wind out of left here.
So is this kind of like, this is your go-to, this little like low peeler?
Yeah, but I see a higher one down here today.
Get it up in the
I
wind?
feel like there's a bit more room down there than it looks.
Bombs away, I'm all for it. Yep. Got some extra help too with the wind. That's gonna go a long way.
That was good. This is a good course, isn't it?
It is a good course. Good practice facility. What would you have done if golf didn't work out?
God, I have no idea.
You'd be teaching somewhere?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Never got that far.
No.
So did you know you wanted to go pro? I mean, you weren't that good, but did you still know that you wanted to try?
I was so naive. It's like, this is what I want to do.
You're
And I
like,
was
once I get to scratch, I'll be a pro.
and like, you have everyone in your golf club telling you how good you are because you're playing off scratch. And you're
Right.
like, yeah, but right now, even looking at it, you're like, yeah, that's not even close. to me
So
good
what
enough.
clicked? Did you get stronger? What clicked in that sort of 17 to
No,
20
so
range?
I remember like when I was like 15 to, so when I started playing golf pretty much, I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And it's like all I did. So I genuinely think like is like the years I spent just practicing on my own,
Yeah.
just playing golf on my own, practicing my chipping on my own, and just the hours upon hours and hours and hours. And like I think the one thing I had going for me is I don't think I actually really knew how good I was,
Yeah.
which actually helped me. Because sometimes if you believe your own hype,
Yeah.
it can go against you.
So that Irish Open week must have been like, you probably didn't feel like you were even capable of winning.
No. And even if you ask me now if an amateur could win a tour event, I'd laugh at you.
Are you the last one on DP World Tour? And no one's won a PGA Tour event as an amateur since Phil.
Phil, yeah.
So you're the last guy to win like a major event as an amateur.
Danny Lee won and Pablo Martin won.
But that was before you.
That was before me, yeah.
There you go. That's cool. That's a cool little record.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Now you're anytime
But
you
even
see
I
it-
have an Irish Open, which is like I always said actually I'd never be able to top the Irish Open
Yeah.
because like it's one of the coolest.
But
things
then you
ever.
won the
Then I
Open.
won the Open.
90 yards. I'm gonna double check that because you looked a little concerned when I said
No,
that.
no, that's about right.
Lob wedge,
Lob wedge, playing about 80-ish.
85.
80, I think.
You can 10 yards of wind here.
Yeah.
Either one. Go a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly pin high. I'm surprised you play. I mean, I don't know if I'm just not.
That's a
sensing
lot
how
of
strong
wind.
It is, but you
It's a
play a
lot of
lot of
wind.
wind. You
Yeah.
feel a lot of wind.
Yeah.
Let's make this one and then birdie the ninth. You'll be the unofficial record holder for side gig. I'll give you a trophy
If I
and
make,
everything.
in my head, I'm thinking if I make this one, I can bogey the ninth and still be the trophy holder.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's like Port Rush. You just got to get it far enough ahead.
Yeah.
We can have the boys like walk behind if you want. You know, give it the little thank you. Was that just like the greatest feeling in the history of the world?
You know what's the worst thing about it is you don't. It takes like you can't take it all in.
Yeah.
Like you'd love to just press pause and just stand there for like.
But you're so busy. You got media to do.
know,
You've got
I
like
know.
all, yeah.
It was the most amazing week of my whole life, and I'm talking about the week after.
What'd you do?
I was just at home in Ireland, like,
Just basking in the sun.
yeah.
Your distance control has been lovely today.
Yeah.
I've been
Actually,
impressed.
played pretty nice today. I'm pretty happy with myself.
Yeah. You want me to, I know this is gonna come out after, but we can cut some highlights and send them to Luke if you want. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not reading it, sorry.
No, you can have a look.
Okay, thanks. I wanted the official.
So my thing, right, so I've worked with Stephen, my putting coach, right? And if I stand here and he asks me to pick a point out for my read, I struggle to do it.
Okay.
But I stand there, what I do is I feel it, like. And I kind of don't make my last, I don't make my last decision until I'm standing over the ball.
Really?
So I'm kind of.
You don't line it up?
No, there's a lot of wind. No, I do line it up like I'm kind of picking a point. I think this is going to move right to left.
But you don't use the like black line on the ball?
I think this is going to move a little right to left with the wind.
Yep.
Drilled it.
Gave it some
That
power.
was like I just hit that too hard.
Yeah. If nothing else, you got some good tap-in practice for Italy.
Fuck yeah. Be like giving it that one, looking at them like,
Yeah.
oh.
You're like, Rory, ask him if it's good. Nicely done. I'm gonna leave this here and take the driver. Is that okay?
Yep.
Little pro move.
I wouldn't allow my caddy do that now.
No?
No.
All right, so those trees on the right, like the shorter ones, are 270. So I think you got to keep it like at the flagpole. You like the American flag?
Yeah.
The most beautiful piece of cloth.
Oh, just hit it at it and hit it hard.
Good swing. Beauty. Was whistling straights tough to swallow?
Yeah.
Might have crept in the rough.
You know what killed, what I found hard about it is the worst defeat ever.
Yeah.
And
Well, that was
Fore
Ryder's fault.
is like one of my good friends.
Right.
But when you look at their team on paper for that one, it was incredible. Like Scotty Scheffler was their worst player.
Yeah, he was the
21st
last
in the world. He was the last pick.
But we were talking about this a little
5 months later, he was world number 1.
How did Paddy tell you?
Well, he left it quite late. I was pissed off with him for that. He made me nervous. We played Wentworth, and he told me that evening I had to wait in the clubhouse for like 2 hours. They were having a meeting, all the captains, and then he called me into a room and told me. That was pretty cool. I thought that drive was pretty good, Dan.
It was pretty good. It kept bleeding. I mean, there's a shot.
Now, this is going to be the greatest shot seen on this.
There's a shot here. I'm just gonna say there is a shot.
We got a shot.
He's got a shot. Now, if you break your wrist, I am not responsible.
Luke Donald.
I might have to have you sign a waiver here.
No, this is all right.
You want a number? Or you just want to feel it
Oh,
out?
we want a number.
1, 2, 4. Is this like 9 iron, 8 iron?
I have a 9 iron here.
Oh, that's athleticism right there. Skip
Oh,
up there.
what a bad bounce.
Got a really bad bounce.
Oh.
Cool
That was a
shot,
nice
though. That's a cool shot though. We got to get up and down. Set the record.
We do.
So how my caddy skills been?
You've been good.
We've been moving pretty nice.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know golf.
I know golf. I should
You
know
could
golf.
caddy.
I have caddied. I caddied for Matt in AT&T 1 year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Finished 60th.
Well done. By the way, I can't believe my tee shot ended up there.
Yeah, it just kept bleeding, huh? All right, so this one, little barren. What's your thought? Walk us through this one.
I mean, it's into the grain, it's slightly into the wind, so it should be all right.
You got enough room up there.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't need to do much with it, just like a simple pitch.
You don't need to like open it up and get crazy. Okay. Little thin.
Yeah, a little, but it was all right. I'd rather that than obviously the other.
Yeah, I mean you used the bounce well, so it didn't dig.
We've got a little smelly punt now to shoot the record.
You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it.
I actually thought it was going to dig in a little bit more.
Once it landed, you're saying? Yeah. This is a ticklish one. What a player. What a player.
No
what a guy.
bogeys. That was good.
The new course record. Nope, not course record. The new series record on Side Gig. 2 under par. Shane Lowry.
Good job.
Thanks so much for doing that.
That was good fun.
That was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I like
It was
that.
a lot of fun watching you in the wind today. It was not easy out there.
No, it wasn't, but it was nice.
It was nice. Good,
It's
good
nice
confidence,
9
good
holes,
banter.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
2 under in the wind, you'll take that anytime.
Great job, caddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Pity
That's
we're
a
not
wrap.
playing on the PGA Tour. That would have made money today.
Yeah, well, if you need a guy,
Yeah.
you know where to find me.
We'll see.
That's it.
Cheers.
Episode 3, wrap.